Today's video is all about crafting with wood, whether it's scrap wood, thrifted wood, or even wood items from the Dollar Tree. I'll show you how to transform them into beautiful farmhouse decor. Plus, I'll also be showing you one of my favorite techniques to take new wood and make it look old and rustic. My name is Robin. Let's get started. For this one, I'm using this solid wood plaque that I actually picked up at a store called Bargain Hunt. Guys, this is solid wood. It's very well put together. It was very rough. So the first thing I had to do was take it outside and sand it using my electric sander. Then I brought it back in, and as you see, I'm using my cashew chalk paint, and I'm just giving it a hit and miss coating of the paint using a very well loved chip brush. I didn't care for full coverage. This is just going to be the first layer of the paint to make this board look old, weathered, rustic, and I just love the way this turned out. Now, as I mentioned, layering paint is one of the easiest ways to achieve a very weathered, rustic look for your wood. So I do this all over the board using my base layer. Now, you could use whatever color you wanted. Um, and I know not everybody's going to be able to find this exact wood plaque. I got very lucky. I bought all they had. I think at the time they only had two or three, but it was definitely a good find. So this first layer of paint was not completely dry yet. And what I like to do is then go in with my second layer. And I'm just using some brown paint that I had to water down a bit. And I'm using this exact same chip brush to go in with my second layer because wood, as it weathers and ages, it it changes colors. It develops different um, colors, if you will. I don't know how else to explain it. So I'm just going in very lightly, dragging the brush across each board, going with the wood grain until I get the look that I want. And as you guys all know, if you've been with me for any length of time, I absolutely love Farmhouse. I love Rustic. It can't get too rustic for me. Um, so as you see there, a couple of places I did get a little bit too much paint, like right there. So to solve that, all I did was go back in with a baby wipe, although I didn't show it, and wipe that down. And look how that spot turned out up there. It looks like a wood knot. It's pretty cool. So for my third layer, I'm using one of my favorite techniques, which is a cut up kitchen sponge. And I brushed on some dark gray paint, and I'm just gliding that along. I know it's hard to see in this clip, but it just adds another layer of weathering to this wood. Guys, this piece is so solid and very well made, and I just love the way this turns out. Now, for those of you that have been with me for a while, you've seen me use this technique before. So all you do is just take a kitchen sponge. You're going to use the rough side, brush on your paint to that sponge, and then just rub it back and forth. Now I'm going to be using these silkscreen transfers from Dixie Belle. You get 3 to a package, and right now they are on clearance. These are so high quality. I'm going to put a link to their website below. I'm not sponsored. I'm just passing along a great deal. Now, as I said, this is a silkscreen transfer. Um, just like you would see from some of the major brands like Chalk Couture and etc. But the chalk paste I'm using, I picked up on Amazon, and I do have that linked in my Amazon store below if you're interested in that. All you have to do is just use a simple, easy gliding motion using a squeegee, and the detail that you get with a mesh transfer is just incredible. And I absolutely love the way this turns out. Oh, I think this piece is probably right up there with one of my favorites, if not my absolute favorite project of all time. So once I had that down, you want to peel it up while the paste is still wet. And I mean, look at that detail. I absolutely love it. The next thing I did was mark off where I'm going to put my forks. As you can see there to the right, I didn't show it, but I swiped two forks from my husband's man cave, bent them up at the bottom, and these are going to be my hooks. I also spray painted them black, drilled two holes in them, and this just adds, oh, you're going to love it. Wait till you see it. So I'm just measuring up, I think about 5.5 inches from the bottom, setting my marks. Now, I did get my husband to drill these in for me because, well, the fork kept wanting to spin around on me. And he said that was because I forgot to drill a pilot hole. This is what we started with, a plain piece of wood. And guys, look how this turned out. I love, love, love that rustic feel. I think I achieved the look of the weathered wood. You guys will have to let me know what you think in the comments. You could style this so many different ways. I think it looks beautiful with the simple florals. Let me know what you think below. When I saw this metal pig at Dollar General, I knew I had to craft with it. So I'll be using that along with this wood plaque that originally came from Hobby Lobby, but a dear friend gifted it to me. So the first thing I'm doing here is sanding it off. It did have a lot of rough edges on it. It'd been in storage for a long time. So by sanding it down, I'm just getting rid of some of that aged look on it. It was kind of yellowed. So a little sandpaper solved the trick. So this video is part of the What Would You Make challenge, which is hosted every month by Connie's Woodshop and DIYs and Rustic and Lace DIY. This month's guest host is Amy from Creatively Expressive. When you're done watching this video, please check out their channel links below as well as the playlist. I know you won't be disappointed. So I took some black chalk paint and painted the outside edges of this plaque and then the inside using the plaster. Now here I'm just kind of figuring out how I want everything to lay. And I cut out this rub-on transfer from a set that I got at Dollar Tree. And on a recent trip there, I have seen these everywhere. They come in a pack with just different really cute farmhouse designs. And y'all know I'm all about farmhouse. I'm getting back to my roots, y'all. I started this channel wanting to do, I love farmhouse and started out doing farmhouse DIYs, and I kind of got away from that. But I'm going to be getting back to it. So, yeah, cuz farmhouse makes me happy. Maybe it's because I grew up on a farm. I don't know. So I laid down the transfer, and these ones from Dollar Tree come off really easy just using your fingernail. And yeah. So you guys let me know, would you like to see a video made with Dollar General supplies? Because they have a lot of cute items for only $1, sometimes less if you shop their clearance sales, which I do. I have a lot of items in my stash from Dollar General. So if you would be interested in seeing a video made using Dollar General supplies, leave me a comment and let me know, and I will see what I can do about making a video on just that. Once I had that ugh, transfer on the board, I can't talk. right now for some reason. I took the pig off the stake. It pops off really easy. You just give it a few bends and a snap. I put some E6000 and hot glue on there, and I'm just going to put the pig down on the plaque. And this is one of the cutest pigs I've ever seen. The way he's all painted up. I've never seen one like this before. This was my first year of seeing it. And he is so cute. This is such a simple sign, and sometimes I just think less is more. You think I should have added more to this? Should I have added some greenery, a bow? What are your thoughts on this one? Because I think it's just cute the way it is. But you guys are always the judge. For this one, I'm starting out with this little tub that I got from Dollar Tree, and I'm giving it a good coat of some white spray paint and primer. While that's drying, I took one of these shelves from the Dollar Tree, and I'm just giving it a really good sand because we all know Dollar Tree wood can be so rough. Plus, I think it's just a good idea to sand all of your wood pieces down before you apply paint. I think it just helps it adhere better and just gives it an overall better look. I'll also be using 4 of those little wooden planter pot things that Dollar Tree came out with, along with 4 half wood beads. So I'm just giving everything a really good sand, including the pots and the half beads. I don't know why I'm showing all of this, but anyway. So, guys, I hope you are enjoying this video. If you want to help a girl out, please watch this video all the way to the end. That truly helps me grow this channel. If you really like what you're seeing here today, I'd appreciate a big thumbs up. And if you are new and haven't subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button. It's totally free, and I'd love to have you join us here on the channel because we have a lot of fun. So I just painted one side of my board using the mineral chalk paint. And now I'm using this wood look rub on decal from the Dollar Tree. Now I haven't seen these in forever. I've had these in my stash for, oh gosh, probably 2 years. You could easily use scrapbook paper or some of the peel and stick wallpaper from Dollar Tree. I just really wanted a rustic look because what we're going to be making is a riser, or in this case, a little plant stand. So I started out using a craft stick to rub it down, but this one give me fits. This one was kind of hard actually to um, get down and rub off because normally Dollar Tree rub-on decals are really easy. So I did end up using my fingernail. And when you're using any kind of rub-on transfer, as you go along, you can peel up and just make sure that everything is sticking down. And if it's not, just lay it back down and go over it again. Simple, easy peasy. So I had to piece 2 transfers together to get it to fit on my board. Now I'm just using my X-Acto knife to poke through my holes so I will know where to put my half beads, which I painted black, and I'm just attaching one to each corner using my Gorilla hot glue. This one's so simple. I wanted to include this one because I know not everybody, has maybe, scrap wood laying around. So I wanted to include this one that's using all Dollar Tree products, except for the half beads, which I got from Amazon. So anyway, I also planted, painted the little feet black and just hot glue them to the bottom, covering up the holes. Then, once my little toy tub was dry, I wanted to give it an enameled look. This just reminds me of the old-timey clawfoot bathtubs from back in the day. So, I'm taking a paint pen and just kind of haphazardly making little chippy marks like the enamel, is peeling off. Doesn't have to be perfect by any stretch of the imagination. I started out trying to use a paintbrush, but I have better control using a paint pen. As you all know, I've mentioned that before. So there's no right way, wrong way. It's supposed to be chippy. It's not supposed to be perfect. So any way you do it, it will turn out just fine. I just love the shape of this, and I think it makes the cutest little planter. Now, since the tub is plastic, you could drill some holes in the bottom for drainage and maybe actually put a real succulent in there. I'm not sure. I've never grown succulents, but I decided to use these ones that I got from the Dollar Tree. And yes, I'm running low on floral foam. So I thought I had three, but I only had two. So no problem. I'm just filling the rest of the space up using some scraps of greenery. And I'm going to put this in my bathroom, of course, bathtub, bathroom. It'll fit in really cute and add just a little touch of greenery in there. So, being as I didn't glue anything down, I can change it out with the seasons or with my mood, just whatever. And if I get tired of the bathtub sitting on the riser, I can always just pop it off because I only use a dab of hot glue. And there it is, guys. You have some beautifully rustic farmhouse DIYs that anybody can make. And if you're in the mood for more farmhouse DIYs, you'll want to check out the video that I've left here on the screen for you. And as always, thank you so much for joining me. And until next time, y'all go get your craft on. Bye.